Hey everybody, welcome back to Women Carry Knives. Oh, look what's coming, everybody. Look what's coming. That's right, it's my coffee. Woo woo, Starbucks. Will I get banned for that one? No. Promoting my Starbucks. All right, you guys. So we are filming the day after the 24-hour lives, or at least I am. And I'm a little tired, so I may stutter a little bit. I may say the wrong thing. I don't edit. So that's your problem. I'm sorry. All right, what are we looking at? Well, first let's start off with, if you guys could hit that like button on this video, I would absolutely appreciate it. It does help out the channel. If you are not a subscriber, I would absolutely love it if you hit that subscribe button over there and you came on over and were a subscriber all the time. That would mean the world to me. Feel free to check out one of my other videos over here somewhere, over here. There's a bunch out there. I'd love for you guys to take a look at some of those. What are we taking a look at? Let's get right back to it because I haven't even started. We are taking a look at the Sitivien ST116. Oh my God, I am loving my Sitiviens lately. I told you guys I wanted to do budget knives. We're coming up on Christmas. It's been a rough year for everybody. So what better to do than to give you guys a bunch of options of really good knives at a very fair price. And there goes my mat. See, that's what happens when you try to clean off your mat while you're in the middle of a video. Don't do it. Leave it alone. Okay, this goes for $26.99. That's right, $26.99. God, I sound like an infomercial. You can get this in army green and black. Well, obviously, this is the black one. What do you get for $26.99? You're going to get a fantastic knife. Now, this is a heavy knife. I'm going to say that right off the bat. But this has been really fun to carry. You are going to get a D2 clip point blade on this one, with this stonewash, beautiful stonewash on this. Absolutely loving it. They did a really good job. It's very sharp. I love that. I've not had an issue with any of the Sitiviens that have come here. They have been super sharp out of pocket, and for D2, you know, very good. They have retained an edge. We don't live in an area where D2 is an issue. Yes, it is California. However, it is not by the ocean, so we don't have to worry about that. It has been wonderful. As I said, the handles are G10. They are smooth with just enough texture on it to really make you feel secure in your grip, which is what I like. All right. Now, again, as I said, this is a large knife. It does run on bearings, so it is, it's a liner lock. So it's going to be very smooth for you. Your centering on these sometimes can be a tad off, but if we readjust the pivot a little bit, that can make a difference. You do have a flipper tab on this one, a rather pronounced one, but for the size, it's really not bad at all. You also have kind of your cutout, I would say it's a thumb cutout, but it's, it's really not. There is no jimping on the back of your flipper tab here. I don't feel like this one really needs it. Listen to the sound on that. I mean, that's pretty good. I like that. Just kind of a thunk, which is really, really nice. This happens to be a knife where there is no jimping anywhere. I tend to be a fan of the jimping, but I believe due to the way that they have curved the handle and they have made it, the contouring of it, I am not missing the jimping at all whatsoever, which is really nice. Your back spacer is also going to be G10. You are going to have a deep carry clip, which is recessed into the knife itself. These screws are not recessed, okay? So those are going to be a little bit of a snag point on your pockets, in my opinion. Even though you have a deep carry clip, this is not a deep carry knife. So as you can see, you're about a ½ inch out of pocket. Now, does it ride in the pocket comfortably? Yes. If I am wearing my men's jeans, my 501s, it absolutely rides in the pocket nicely. If I am carrying this in my women's jeans, no, because most of the time I have to carry it diagonally in my pocket, and this does not work. It is definitely too large for that. The fidget factor on this one is wonderful. I am really liking it. Like I said, a little bit of a shake and it will drop shut. You can also Spidey flick this one. You can also thumb roll this one. So you do have your different options. Now it's harder for me because it is bigger. So my preference, as you can see, I'm having a hard time thumb rolling it. My preference is actually to Spidey flick it or to just use the flipper to flip it. As I said, the contouring on it, the way the handle is shaped, I actually kind of like it. It fits my hand really well. I go over this every time. 3 inches across is my hand and 4 inches diagonally. I tend to carry this one a little more diagonally, so you're looking at about 4 inches that way. But it does fit very comfortably in my hands. If we want to take a look at the measurements here. So if we're looking at this, we are looking at about a 3 3/4 inch blade with the same length of cutting edge. Your close length, your handle length, is 5 inches. There you go. You got a 5-inch handle length, which is going to give you an overall of about 8 3/4 inches. So it is definitely a large size knife, but I really do like it. Let's take a look at that next to the Rat 1. And you can see there that it's actually a tad bigger than the Rat 1. So that is interesting. We can take a look at it next to the, I was going to say Rat 2. That's not the Rat 2. That is the Bug Out. This would be your Rat 2. So we're going to take a look at it next to that, lining it up pivot to pivot. You can see that that's definitely a large knife. And let's go ahead and round that out with the Bug Out and show you the size there. So as you see, that is definitely a large knife. Now, I do love my small knives. Every once in a while, I do love to carry a large knife. It kind of depends on where I'm going, what I'm doing. And this one has been an absolute blast. Now, you know that I love the curve of my blade. I don't technically like straight across. I technically don't like it straight unless it's a cleaver and I'm using it in the kitchen. That's a whole nother story because then I have to have, you know, clearance for fingers. This one has been wonderful in so many ways. I mean, it has been great for nice, you know, tip point cuts. I can do a nice flat cut on it. I can do a nice pull through. It's been great for every way on that. Now, your weight on this one is going to be 6 1/4 ounces. So it is definitely a heavier knife. Your liners are not milled out, nor are your scales in any way. And I don't, you know, I try to show you that sometimes, you guys, but it is very hard in this light. If you can see that. So that's going to make your, you know, with your steel liners, it is going to make it a bit heavier. But again, with a knife this size, it's got a nice balance to it. It really does. I'm super impressed with that. As I said, in hand, it feels really good. The D2 steel has held an edge very nicely for what I have used it for. I do know that Therapeutic Edge has also used it, although I'm not actually sure what he has used it for yet. But for what I've used it for, it's been great. And mostly it was rope and cardboard. So, and we still have a great edge on it. You know, you tend to dull your knife pretty quick when you're cutting rope, and certainly when you're cutting a lot of cardboard. Otherwise, $26.99. I would not be afraid to drop this knife. Of course, I don't want to drop my knife ever, but no matter what the price is. But I would not be afraid if something happened to this knife because I do know that I could go back and get another one for the same price. It's not going to break the bank, and it's going to last me for a while. So, you know, that's always a plus too. All right, you guys, this has been a look at the Sitivien ST116. It is available on Amazon, I believe, and I will actually put a link down in the description if you would like to grab yourself one. I appreciate if you use my Amazon link. It does give back to the channel, and everything that I do get from the proceeds go right back into the channel to help it out. Also goes into all the giveaways that you see me do for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been my pleasure. Until next time, have a good one.